Hello world, it's me, Dennis, and welcome to another LinkedIn Reasonably Spontaneous Conversation. I'm here with Nilim Sonowal. Hello, Nilim.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I really enjoyed your TED Talk, and I know that the thing that I'm learning is that we are such a global, interconnected world. Everything that is happening in India impacts what's happening in the United States, impacts what's happening in China. There is so much that's going on. What an exciting time to be alive.
Yeah, true. It's very like the world is changing so fast and we are connected to each other. So I must say thank you to the people who have developed this type of platforms. Lots of gratitude to them.
Isn't it wonderful? Now, you're a little bit about your history, because I want to talk about your TED Talk. I want to talk about your brand development, and also about how perceptions change, how perceptions can change your mindset, because it's so much that really resonated, your TED Talk, and I'll put it in the link for people to be able to see your TED Talk. But tell me a little bit about you as when you were growing up. You grew up in northeastern part of India?
Correct. Northeastern part of India, and it is called Assam. The name of our state is called Assam.
And you, even though you were pushed to go into engineering, to go into medicine, and to go into that, but then you learned that that wasn't your path. But what was your path? Who was that young man when you look back at him? Tell me about him when he was in his 20s. And when were you 18 years old? Go back. What year was that?
I was actually the person who was always looking to help others. Like that thing I didn't realize actually, that this is the thing actually I always wanted to help others. Just a few years ago only, I realized that actually, this is the thing. Because if someone asks for help from my side, now I like instantly whatever the thing I have, or whatever the things I can do, I help them. So as I remember, when I was like young, or say about 18 years back, in my college time, in my school days also, I was like in that mood only helping the I get some fulfillment by helping others. I do not know. Even if someone asks for some money, if I have in my pocket, I give them, and I never ask them back. Okay, return please.
And you have,
Yeah.
I mean, so much of what you're doing. I mean, one of the things that you're working on, because I want to talk about your some of your community engagement, because you're helping women. You're helping this group of 4,500 women that are as part of the your work with the hydraulic. Could you talk about that, please?
Okay. Yes. Presently, I'm working in a organization where we are building hydropower dam. That's called. We are generating hydroelectricity.
One of the
And
biggest in the world, right? I mean, it's going to be a huge dam.
not in the world. Yeah. In India, it is the
In
biggest
India. Yeah,
hydropower.
exactly.
Yeah. As well as in Southeast Asia also, it is under construction, and two of the units are going to be completed very soon. So and here, like, apart from developing this hydropower energy, we used to do some developmental works also for the downstream people and for our organization. Yes. And for
Ex
our organization, yeah. So we have got some developmental schemes, and we are helping directly those people, like those actually all are ladies, like women beneficiaries who are not getting so much these facilities and all those things. We are hand-holding them so that they can earn some money, so they can be self-dependent. And this is how actually I got connected. Because this I also my passion. See, this is the coincidence. Uh,
I don't
Now,
think it's a
some of
coincidence. I
members.
think, to me, this is how the universe works. Nilim,
Yeah, yeah,
this
that's
is how
right.
is that we set our heart and our intention out, and then everything comes in, and it feels like it's a coincidence. But I think that there's something that is going on there.
True, true, true. Yeah, even I also believe some that is the law one. I believe one law that is called law of attraction. Like the thing like which we feel like okay, this is going to happen in my life was the thing which you feel from your heart, right? That thing is going to happen in your life. That's what. Yeah, that is the thing
Yep.
actually I'm having because see, I'm an electronics engineer.
Yep.
I'm the technical person, but this is a developmental works because somehow investors got the chance. Okay, give these tasks to him, so he may
Yep.
be the right person.
And one of the things, Nilim, that I feel very passionate about is empowering women, because I feel like that if you teach a man, you have educated a human. But if you teach a woman, she goes back and nurtures the community. So you're getting a much bigger expansion of by empowering women and getting them to be able to not only to sustain themselves. That I think it's a very powerful thing, and especially for all of our in all of our economies.
Yeah, 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 true. That's what we also tell that okay, you have to like we use you to get the ladies first, like because in our society, like the first person we look at our mom actually, whatever things like we can share the things to our mom, like we can learn many things from mom. So like this is the best thing to uplift the women of our society because
Yes.
they have the power. They can go far, far away.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, so how did you, all right, so as you're working as an engineer, so you're working on that and you're doing your personal work. What made you decide to go ahead and to do this TED Talk and to be able to get into this idea that our perceptions create this mind shift, and that could you talk about the development of that, please?
Yeah, yeah, true. Here there's a story. Like initially, I was thinking that okay, after getting the invitation from the TEDx authority, I was thinking to speak about this personal branding because it is also my passion. Because through personal branding, I want to help 1 million people like to build their strong brand. So actually, the personal brand is about building your perception. The root the behind the scene is actually perception. Like so while I was developing my this script and the story, so I was not connecting to the main topic like personal branding. Actually the main topic was about perception, so it is developed. And another thing was like because I have suffered a lot when I was a very young one child one, when because of the wrong perception I lost my father actually. At the age of 5 years, I didn't understand what is perception, and after 40 years of my age, okay, I realized that because of wrong perception, actually, I have lost my father, and I do not want that other people also like become the victim of wrong perception. See, the thing was, the story was like while my father was born and brought up in a poor family. My mom also. So he worked in a fertilizer company in Assam. So like he was going to attend his night shift duty. A man came up and he asked for his money. He thought that my father was a rich person, but in reality he was not. So because of the wrong perception that other person had, no, so he hit my father and he could not survive. So that's why I thought that no, because now since I know this thing that a wrong perception can it can bring lots of challenges, pains into someone's life. So I need to make aware the world, the people that okay, just you don't instantly decide the things. Whatever you see, like whatever you listen, just like do not decide on the like so based on superficial information. Actually, there is always a gap, no? Reality and perception.
Yes.
Have some time to understand the things. I was like that story actually like disheartened me, and I felt the urge, the need to that no, I should share these things actually. A wrong perception can take away your most like close person. So this is the message I want to give through my
Yes.
TEDx talk actually. Yeah.
In the United States, we're having much of our challenge has to do with perception. A lot of it has to do with people who have my skin tones, who are afraid of
Exactly.
people, or who are afraid of people who don't have this same skin tone. But it's ridiculous. We are all humans if we think past that. So, but that's a difference of our perception, about how our perception is that people who come from a different culture, who have a different, that there is somehow a threat to us when they're actually, everything needs to be together. I have a sense of, you know, how if you go into a field and you plant the same crop over and over in that one field, it will deplete the soil. The soil will become very poor. But if you put many different plants into that soil, it will end up enriching the soil. And I feel that's the way it is with diversity. I think it's very valuable to have people of different thoughts, of different experiences, of different ages, of different genders, of people across the spectrum. It makes us richer if we do that. Do you feel that also, Nilim?
Yeah, yeah, I also feel the same way. I also feel the same way. And the things like and the perception is like in case of like in someone's professional life, someone is marriage life, suppose like in many cases we like do not know like the daughter's background or the family background, but some people have their preconceived thinking notions that okay, he might be something like that, wife or something, that we build
Sure.
wrong perception, and they like because of the wrong person they became victim, there are so many sufferings, right? Yeah.
How do you see India? I see India as really coming up and emerging in the world, really becoming really becoming on and accepting its place as one of the leaders in the world at the major, with China and the United States and the European Union. And this, it just seems like there's so many amazing things going on in India right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like yes, so many changes are coming up because I think one is that now people have got their like increased their awareness, and another thing is like earlier people are not conscious about the things. Now the consciousness has increased. Like everyone, like me also. So earlier I was not very much conscious like what is self development and all those things. Now after a few years ago, I thought that no, I should play a role before I die. Okay, I want to leave some legacy to the world. And when I that thought actually when came into my mind, no, oh no, no, that self-awareness has increased, consciousness has increased. After that, what like people are like doing the capacity building, and when they are like able to build their capacity, mental capacity or whatever the capacity, so they are getting the results. Like yeah, and yes, that because of the increase of that consciousness, no, now like India is, I think, yeah, it's going to be one of the top three economies of the world very soon.
Yes,
Yes.
as I see it. So where are you going? How are you want to develop? All right, so you have your electrical engineering practice, right? You have your engineering practice, and now you're also building your business as a brand development person, and how you're doing. So tell me about that. Tell me about building brands, how you work with your clients and building brands, what your technique is, or not just your technique, but just your perspective and on this, would you please?
Yeah, yeah. I whatever things I help other people to build their brand through like discovery. I used to apply three frameworks. The first thing is like a person has to discover like who is he actually, like what is the role of his life in this art. Like many people do not know. Many people think that okay, I need to build my house, I need to take care of my this family, but those are also important. But Okay, once you have completed your building, once you have bought your dream car, after that, what will happen? So you need to have like, so many people have so many things, yet so many people are very stressed, they are very frustrated. Why? Because they do not have the fulfillment. So once you have the fulfillment, and then you will be more happy. So the things actually you need to think of, like what gives actually fulfillment. So when I realized that actually the fulfillment comes when you serve others.
Yes.
Okay, you serve your family, you serve your relatives, but when you serve to others, no, and when they get the results, this gives so much fulfillment. So, and this is about like finding your purpose. So I help people to discover their purpose, because this is the basic thing. And when they yes, when they find out their purpose, like your purpose is to help others, to serve others, because that's how our like civilization or humanity will move on, right? If we do not help others, do not grow others, then one day everything will be lost, right? So I don't want to see that world. So after finding the purpose, like helping others, the main purpose is to help others. Like you can help others like through some medical, like treating their these ailments, illness, or like you maybe helping some like engineering way, or some helping other coaching, mentoring. Or there are many options are there. So once you know what is your purpose, then you uh, build up the things like the things like you work on your values, because values actually defines a person. Values are the foundation of our character, right? Yes, when I help the people like understand your values and work on that, because many people do not understand what are their values. Even I also didn't know. When I realized, okay, these are my values, so I work on that, and I feel I never get tired when I work on my values. When I do the things which I love, no, I never get tired, I never get frustrated. So I can work on continuously. So find out those values and work on that, build some skills, and then you present those things to the world, because world needs you, right? Because see, there are so many people in the world who are very like innovative, they have some good ideas, but they died without telling their good ideas to other people. We have lost those things now. But see, some people are okay, they are mediocre people, their ideas may not be good one, but somehow they are able to show those things to the other people, and those ideas got expanded, and somehow they are also helping these things, right? So suppose a computer programmer, so he's also helping his company or to other people, right? Even I also think that even a small shopkeeper is also helping the people. If he has not brought those grocery items, people have to go some far away places, right? He's saving our time. Even the delivery boy also, he's helping us in some way or other. Like, so this is the thing actually,
Yes.
I have people, yeah, to make understand what they like, and okay,
Oh,
show your skills to other people, so that other people will get benefited from you.
oh,
Yeah, this is the thing actually, yeah.
I love it. Uh, Nilim, is because one of the things where I see you changing my perception and you're changing is for me to look at my activities and rather than seeing what's in it for me, look at it as how am I helping? Because whenever I can feel like I'm helping someone else, once I feel like that I'm again, you're being a delivery boy or being any person along the chain that I'm actually helping ends up inspiring me. It ends up giving me energy. It gives me it gets me to the purpose rather than my only purpose being to consume and to figure out what's in it
Exactly.
for me.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Even I think that the talk that we are having, if someone listens, if they get inspired, or if he can learn, so this is also, we are also solving now one problem. Like, okay, someone may be relatable to our talks, and he may get inspired the things, he can apply the things. So this is how actually I look at the things. Like, yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, what haven't we talked about that you'd like to talk about today? What is going on either in your life or in the world or in your business that you would like to talk about as we wrap up this wonderful conversation today?
Yeah, the things actually. the going in my life or in my business life is like I'm very much passionate about the things, and I always like to add value into the people's life. I always look for the opportunity to add value into someone's life. If someone gets only 1% or only 1% also gets some value from my content, from my book, from my TEDx, then I'll be the very happy person. So only the thing is like I am adding values, whether it is in my professional life or personal life or social life. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's both add value. Let's both add. You have inspired me, Nilim, to continue to look to the places where I'm adding value and be able to have that perspective. I look forward to getting a chance to continue to see how we can collaborate. And thank you so much for being on the show today. Thank you for staying up late in Assam and being able to be part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me to your talk show. Yes,
My
I feel
pleasure.
honored to talk with you. Yeah,
My
thank
pleasure.
you.
And thank you everyone on LinkedIn for tuning in. And we will see you all on Reasonably Spontaneous Conversation, LinkedIn edition next time.
This episode of Reasonably Spontaneous Conversations has been brought to you in part by In Search of the New Compassionate Male. For more information, go to newcompassionatemale.com.